Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. I know we are going through such tough time, but we are in this together and we will get out of this soon together, right? After all, every cloud has a silver lining. So, let's start with a new topic Fire and Ice. It's a poem written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost was an American poet and was particularly skilled at representing a wide range of human experience in his poems. He was mostly interested in showing the human reaction to nature process. If you remember that we have already read about Robert Frost in previous classes as well, and well aware that how he used to relate things to nature in his poetry. He used to put the element of nature in his writings and compare things with the human life. That was his genre of writing. That was his style of writing, to compare everything, to relate everything with the nature. And Ice is one of Robert Frost's most popular poems. It was published in 1920 and discusses the end of the world. It is a symbolic poem where fire represents burning desires, while ice, on the other hand, depicts cold hatred. It tells us about how we humans will be the end to our own race. So basically, it's a poem that tells you the distinction between two things and how that can lead to the destruction of the world, or how that can destroy the world. First one is fire and second one is ice. And poet has compared these two things with two human emotions, the two most destructive human emotions. First one is desire and second one is hatred. The poem simply analyzes the end of the world, fire versus ice. Either the world will end with fire, that is desire in humans, or the world will end with hatred, that is that how hatred among humans can lead to the destruction, or world will end with both at the same time. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So, you have to remember two things, that how the poet has compared the two most destructive emotions with fire and ice. He has compared fire with the desire among humans and ice with the hatred among humans, hatred in the society that we have. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So the poem expresses the very profound idea that either the world will end with fire or with ice, that is, with desire or with hatred. So one group is of opinion that world will end in fire, that someday the earth core will get so heated up that it would lead to fire, destroying the earth's surface. On the other hand, the other group has the opinion that if the temperature goes down to such an extent that makes life impossible on this planet Earth, so both would have a same catastrophic effect. Catastrophic is very dangerous, something very harmful. So both would lead to the destruction of this planet Earth. Then poet compares fire and ice with destructive emotions, and he says that I will favor those who will favor fire, because he know that how humans let their emotions rule them, how they let negative feelings, the desire, the selfishness, the greediness, they let the negative emotions overpower the other things in their life. So that is why he is favoring those who favor fire, who favor desire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Then, in this stanza, by not waiving of the first option of fire, he considers that if world has to expire twice, ice would also be competent. Ice would also be equally important in ending this planet Earth. He brings out the contrast between ice and hatred, the human capability of insensitivity, the hatred among each other that ultimately leads to their inner destruction, their inner destruction of peace, their inner calmness, that will the hatred, the feeling of hatred, the feeling of insensitivity, that will ultimately destroy them from inside and then this planet Earth. It has the same effect that fire, that is desire, has on us. So if given an option between fire and ice, ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. Fire and Ice is about destruction, inevitable demise that hatred and obsession will bring. The first part of the poem reflects on destruction by fire, which is caused by obsession. The second part reflects on destruction by rigidity, hatred, coldness, absence of love, unexplored territory in humans' life. So the basic idea is that both are equally responsible, both can be equally responsible to destroy this planet Earth, as the desire among humans, the desire to achieve more over the time can lead to the destruction, and that can lead to the hatred among each other, that can lead to the insensibility, that can lead to the coldness among each other. And they always, it's a human tendency to overpower the negative emotions. They are never, very few are capable to never let to never let the negative emotion, the negative feelings overpower the good things in their life. But in this poem, he has said that both are equally responsible for that, and he brings us in the middle of argument between people who think that world will come to an end either with fire or with ice. That could not be the literal end. The speaker experiences with romantic desire has taught him that passionate emotions would probably have the power to turn this earth into a big fireball. But he has also experienced the other side, that is coldness, that is hatred emotions, that can also be the destructive thing. So, both are equally responsible for the destruction of humans or this planet Earth. I hope I'm clear till now. These are your assignment questions. Just go through the poem again, go through the video again, and then attempt these questions. Stay safe, stay inside.